Meetings right now where this just went down. We have Pete Prisco and Jason Canfora. JLC, tell us how it happened.
Well, I mean, look, there obviously were enough votes for this to pass. There are coaches who have been lobbying their ownership groups one way or the other. John Harbaugh, Mike Tomlin, talked to them yesterday, Ravens and Steelers respectively. They were dead set against this, felt like sudden death. There's enough football being played. Win in your allotted time, lose in your allotted time, and we all move on. This morning, the NFC breakfast, I talked to Sean McVay, and he said he's comfortable with the rules as is in the regular season, but that he was telling his owner, Stan Kroenke, look, is it in the best interest of football for Josh Allen to get – he mentioned that very thing. Like, I think we all wanted to see Josh Allen playing that high-level ball, get a chance to keep doing everything you can do, I can do better with Patrick Mahomes. Now, if they meet up in the postseason again, we'll get to see that. It's something of a trial balloon. I'm a little surprised, frankly, that it passed. But I do understand them putting it in just for the playoffs for now, and we'll see if it gets to the regular season.
I'd like to say that this league sometimes is they're prisoners of the moment.
Yes.
But the last moment involving overtime, both teams did touch the ball.
Yes.
Let's not forget that. We all talk about Josh Allen deserved to have the ball. Well, his defense could have gotten the ball.
But he didn't get a chance to play in the game you're referencing.
No, because Joe Burrow, when his team got the ball back for him, and he went and won the game against the Chiefs. So all this talk about defense wins championships. Defense wins championships. Why the hell can't defense win in overtime? Get your offense the ball. Get the opposing offense off the field. There are 11 guys on defense. They get paid. Go make a stop. I don't like this rule at all. And here's the big problem with it, Chris. If a team plays an overtime game on a Sunday and they have to come back the following Saturday and play another playoff game, that can be brutal on a team. An extra period, it's going to be extended now if both teams get the ball. I don't like it.
Yeah, and that kind of goes to Brady Quinn's point. We were talking to him here on CBS Sports HQ yesterday, and he said, all these new rules that have come about, including shrinking the overtime in the regular season, were said to be put in place because of player safety. JLC, how do they circumvent that to add more football potentially in the postseason?
There's probably people back there who might be able to describe it better than me. I mean, look, this is a league that's in business to make money, to sell game rights, to sell sponsorships, to increase the number of people and eyeballs that are on their product from not just this country but around the globe. And we're in a rich vein of quarterback play. And offense is what they're – everything's incentivized for the offense. So I don't think people should be shocked that, hey, if we could take an epic game and make it more epic because now these quarterbacks aren't just limited to a possession in the postseason, it's more. I get it. I mean, we can talk about your example of overtime and what it means the following week. Didn't they just expand the number of days they play playoff games on? Somebody's getting squeezed. They're not playing on Monday night. I think ultimately, follow the money. We can sit here and
we know that. We know that.
So you can't act surprised.
But again, if the Buffalo Chiefs Kansas City game doesn't happen, are we talking about?
No.
Okay, but then we just discount what happened.
But we would be doing it a year later.
Well, we discounted what happened the following week. A defense actually got a stop and got the ball back and won the game in overtime. But everybody just, forget about that.
But this is the same league that we sat here 3-4 years ago and talked about instant replay for pass interference like it was a game changer. And 6 months into the season, or halfway through the season, they stopped calling it. And by the end of the season, they completely revoked what they had changed.
Look, we get it. The rules are favoring the offense in a big way. We understand that. But at some point, you have to allow the 11 guys on defense to play defense and get the ball back. This makes no sense to me. I don't like it. Play on.
Again, this is the proposal that was set forth to allow both teams to get the ball, regardless of what the offense does on that first possession. Like we saw Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs go down the field, score a touchdown. That was game over. This is only playoffs. But how do you think, guys, this changes things strategically if we see a playoff game this upcoming season? First team has the ball. First team scores a touchdown. You think we might see more two-point conversions by that first scoring team or potentially that second scoring team to try to win it?
No. You know what you're going to see? You're going to see teams defer.
I mean, I guess you.
Why would you get the ball? You want to know what you have to get.
Try to get the stop or
no,
to try to
you
get
want to know
turnaround,
what you have to get.
turnover.
You're going to defer. You defer. Usually you defer to open the game. You're going to defer in overtime.
Yeah, but that's
now.
when you have 60 minutes of game.
You're going
play
to. Why would you
out.
not defer? You want to know what you have to get.
Well, because there's no second half kick to know that you're going to get the ball back.
You still want to know what you have to get. You're going to defer.
Yeah, look, I haven't really ran the game theory out on it. I don't know that it's
I run it out all the time. I'm a coach and a GM.
Yeah. Well, we didn't know this rule was going to change this way.
I thought it. I think ahead.
Yeah,
I think ahead.
Right. Well, I don't know about his abacus or computer or steel trap or whatever's going on in Tim's big brain. But all I know is that I have a hard time thinking, even in overtime, you're going to defer.
Yes.
Regardless, I think the 2-point conversion aspect is interesting, and maybe this brings a little bit of the vibe that the Titans proposal was kind of trying to put in place and mandate as a game changer. You'd get that, you win the game with the 2-point conversion. Maybe this still incentivizes that a little bit. I think it's going to come down to the caliber of quarterback and how confident you are that, yeah, we can concede the score and definitely carry the day.
He's talking about my brain. He's called me Tim about 5 times.
This time was on purpose.
Yeah, I know, but most of the time
I
you don't.
didn't mean for my earpiece to pop out.
Okay.
Guys,
so, Tim, whatever Chris says to me,
okay,
you
all right,
pass
Jeff.
along.
It was about 5 years ago, right, that they changed the regular season and postseason overtime. They shrunk it down to 10 minutes, and they gave teams an opportunity to get the ball back if you only allow a field goal or less. So with this new change, why wasn't the regular season changed at all?
Well, it's the exact reason I just laid out there about playing another game the next week. You want to try and limit the time. I don't think you want to have these long overtimes.
An extra 3 to 5 minutes.
Yeah,
in a league where they're playing on Thursday nights and Monday nights, and we had a COVID year, they're playing Wednesday afternoon, and you really think that an extra 3 minutes, an extra possession would be enough to stop
if
this?
you just ended regulation and had ties?
In regulation? I probably wouldn't be the end of the world.
Yeah, it wouldn't be. So why play on an overtime period in regular season?
I'm talking about the postseason.
Well, he asked about the regular season.
Here, so you had to translate.
Okay, all right. He asked about the regular season.
My earpiece is gone.
He asked, Chris, no, the regular season, no, I get it.
Tim speaks for me. Whatever he says, I co-sign.
All right, Tim, Larry, appreciate it out there at the NFL owners meetings, which have really ramped up today with this new overtime proposal that has been passed. Each team will now be able to possess the ball in overtime in the postseason only. Pick Six podcast. I'm sure they'll be having a great discussion about this new overtime rule. Check it out, Will Brinson and Company. Download and follow wherever you like to get your audio.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.